The first time I climbed Mount Toolbrunup was a pretty memorable experience. My friend Jake and I decided to summit before first light, and we didn't really know what to expect. The whole way up we were thinking how ridiculous it was. Rocky, scrambly trails, some rock climbing towards the top, and intense mountainous winds.
Yeah, I couldn't believe just how crazy it was to be climbing up there. Like, just the landscape, it was so steep. I hadn't done anything like that with just rock climbing, basically up. Not full rock climbing, but just having to climb up like that was crazy.
I thought it would be pretty much impossible to run up these rocky trails with any kind of speed. And after we started descending, when we had the light of day, I thought you'd have to be pretty much insane to try and run down it at all. Turns out, since that day where me and Jake summited the mountain, Toolbrunup has become my favourite mountain in Western Australia, and all I've really wanted to do is run up and down it as fast as possible.
Snake.
The time to beat was 50 minutes and 25 seconds, set by Richard Avery 3 years prior, and I knew I had a chance to beat that if the run went perfect. The trail to the top of Toolbrunup is only 2 kilometres long each way, and the first kilometre is actually quite runnable. It's still very steep, but there's definitely room to open up your stride and get a good pace in on that first kilometre. That was my goal, to really push that runnable section, both on the first kilometre on the way up and also the last kilometre on the way down. The start went to plan. I took off pretty fast, but I soon realised that I wasn't going to be able to sustain that pace running uphill, even if it was a runnable section. I pretty much instantly redlined and spent the first kilometre just trying to hold on to that pace before I hit the really tough terrain.
I set off about 30 minutes before Cam started running. I did this because I had all my camera gear. I had to lug up halfway up the mountain. And also just to chat to everyone on the trail, coming up and down, and remind them that he was coming, and just to stay out of his way as he ran past.
Come on, brother, come on! Woo! Give a shit!
Thanks, mate.
Dude.
Thanks, buddy.
Some fucking corn!
Let's go.
Come on! Yeah, Cam. You got to hit the rock there.
Oh, it's tough.
It is.
On pace though. Thanks, mate.
Seeing how tired Cam was at this point just made me realise, wow, this is actually going to be a really big slog. Like, he's still going up and is already tired. Like, who knows what it's going to be coming down. That was just something that was going through my head as I watched that too.
The second kilometre of Toolbrunup, the last section before you hit the summit, is kind of ridiculous in its terrain. I definitely am not the fastest runner, but I feel pretty confident on tough terrain and pride myself on being able to move fairly quickly through stuff that is potentially dangerous. The plan was just to sustain a consistent pace on that last kilometre to the summit. Even if I was in a negative split at the top, I was confident that I could make that time up on the way down.
I'm high up now, boys.
At one point near the summit, I actually got a little bit confused at where the trail was leading me. I wasted about 30 seconds looking for the trail, and luckily my brother was at the top and called me over in the right direction.
Which way up? Which way up? Which way up? Crap. How far? Toolbrunup, done. My legs are gone. I have no legs left. Pray for me. I'm gonna stack it.
I ended up summiting in about 35 minutes, which was about 5 minutes slower than the previous record pace. Still happy with that time considering how tough it was to get up there.
Don't fall, baby.
I've always loved the downhill, and now is my time to shine. I knew I could make up that 5-minute deficit on the way down as long as I didn't fall over and stack it completely.
Just don't break an ankle here, Cam. Flog the last kilometre. Flog the last kilometre.
Running down Mount Toolbrunup, I would say, is some of the most treacherous running in Western Australia. In saying that, I loved every second of it. I had a couple close calls on the rocky section, but made it through in a really good time.
Oops. This is freaking treacherous, man. Holy crap. Almost just broke my leg. Very close. This hurts. This hurts a lot. Good time, good time. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. Parkour, parkour. Gotta run now, boy. You have to run, or you're not making it. Crap, bloody tree there.
As I reached the last kilometre of the run, I knew I had to absolutely send it to have any chance of making the record. This was it.
It's very close. It's very, very close. Tree. Thanks. Thank you. Oh crap. Oh crap.
As I finished the run and came out into the car park, I was absolutely shattered. I don't think my heart rate had ever been that high before, and at that point I didn't even know if I had made the record or not. I instantly went, lied down, took a few deep breaths, and looking at my watch, it looked like I probably made it by about 10 seconds, but I could have also missed it by about 10 seconds as well. I wasn't entirely sure.
I think it was very close, like 20 seconds close. I have no idea if I got it.
It took me a few minutes to regain my composure. I uploaded my run straight away onto my phone, and that's when I realized I had successfully beaten the record by about 45 seconds.
So I was about 20 minutes off getting to the bottom at this point. I have on my gear, I'm running down, and at this point I'm like, Cam's gotta be close to the end now. And so I'm still walking down, I'm starting to pick up the pace, and I got a text message, pull out my phone, and it's from Cam. He's like, I did it, I made it.
I was absolutely ecstatic. It was definitely one of the funnest runs I've ever done, and probably the hardest I've ever worked as well, but I was stoked to beat the record and have an awesome experience out on my favorite mountain in Western Australia. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. As you guys know, I plan to run similar attempts on all 6 mountains in the Stirling Ranges this year. Stay tuned for future videos, as well as training videos as I work towards simultaneously holding all 6 up and down records in our beautiful Stirling Range National Park. I condensed the GoPro footage into about 10 minutes for this video, but there is about 40 minutes or so of raw footage of the run up Toolbrunup. If you're interested in hearing all the grunts and the groans and watching the full run completely raw, then head over to my Patreon profile where I've uploaded that full video for all my Patreon members. Also, if you're interested in a behind the scenes look at how we filmed this run and a bit more details about what went into the day, then head over to my friend Jake's channel where he's just uploaded a behind the scenes video. That'll all be linked below in the description, so go check that out if you guys are interested. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and following along on my journey. Check out my Patreon in the description below if you guys want access to that exclusive video as well as a bunch of other perks. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying a bunch of my videos and want to see more just like this. Thanks so much again, guys. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.